Hey guys, it's the EgoSurf Podcast back at it again after almost 2 months. We're episode 18. I was looking at when we first uploaded our first episode, Robo, and I cannot believe it's been over a year. And we've only made 18 episodes, which is kind of funny to me. How you doing, Robo?
I mean, that's better than most podcasts have.
So true.
I would say we're doing pretty good for ourselves. Also, by the way, guys, for all our frequent viewers out there, I have a new mic, so if I sound nice, crisp, and juicy, you know why?
Because Robo shilled out some money,
I did, yeah. I was like, hey, so I want to know if I could have like $100 to get a new mic, and she's like, oh, sure, yeah, sure thing.
She was like, wholesome, and then she gave
wholesome. Yeah, no, my mom said wholesome chungus to me.
Just like iTalk said wholesome. No, he didn't say.
Dude, I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we should talk about that.
I'll remind you.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a while, guys, and we're sorry about that. But yes, it is my fault. Okay, guys, it is my fault. Robo asks me constantly if we're going to do an episode, and I'm always either not in the mood because I work or it's just bad timing. So that happens too often. But we're here, and that's what matters. Anyway, later in the video, at the very end, we have a big announcement. It's not happening yet, but we have plans for the channel that are gonna be changing some stuff up.
It's sooner than later. Yeah.
About April, I would bet.
March, April. Yeah, around there. Yeah. Springtime.
So, anyway, Robo, how's your day been? Or not your day. How have you been since the last episode?
Christmas was nice. I had a good time. Had a pretty good winter. I mean, it's still winter. It's February 8th as of the recording right now. But I mean, I'm just living. I start college soon. I start college in March. Very, very excited about that. I can finally get back to school and have a good time. So yeah.
Nice. While we're in the segment, I actually, it's probably a good moment actually. Tell us about the iTalk video. I mean, that was pretty big.
Oh yeah, so I dropped a video on my channel. I think it was the 18th of January. I'm gonna check real quick while I'm talking. But
for our viewers, iTalk is a YouTuber that me and Robo have been watching for probably 5+ years.
So January 18th, I uploaded a video essay on iTalk Fortnite called iTalk Fortnite Betrayed by Epic, where I go over his history on YouTube, everything about him, like all like his, arcs that he went through, like the item shop, getting banned and all that. And golly gee, was it an amazing experience to watch him react to it live on live stream? It was. I was so giddy. Snazzy recorded me reacting to it.
We recorded it.
Dude, I was like a child in like a candy store, man. I was so excited about it. I was like swinging my feet back and forth. Had like a propeller hat. It was just so nice. And he was so nice about the video. Like obviously he had.
Oh, he had a lot of good things to say. Yeah.
He loved the video. He obviously had bits of constructive criticism, but at the end of the day, iTalk Fortnite laughed at me saying wholesome chungus. So. I
love how humble he is as a like.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the video. He's just such like a normal person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wish there were more YouTubers like that were like approachable. I think iTalk is a very like normal and approachable guy, and that's why I felt so confident in making this video about him. Because I felt like he would have taken it well, and he would have taken it like with serious thought instead of just like writing off as like, oh, one of my fans made a video on me, who cares? But no, he was like really nice about it. He loved it. So yeah,
he was so impressed with how in depth you got. Like he's like, wait, bro did his research. Like
he was like, oh my God, even I forgot about this, and I'm like, I never forget iTalk. I never forget. Yeah, no, I mean. Yeah, he loved it. I mean, it's my second most popular video on my channel, other than the Bites the Dust edit I made a couple years ago.
Then your meme edit, yeah.
51K views over 3 weeks. Amazing experience. Yeah, I'm so happy with it.
Like you said, it's like so cool when you see a creator that you made a video for, or when they use, like I've had that happen now a few times, or even like news articles cover my stuff, and it's like really cool when someone else highlights your content, and it's really cool that that happened.
The only other time this ever happened was when my Intrusion 2 video came out. The creator of Intrusion 2, Vap Games, the video's right there. He retweeted the video on my tweet. Oh yeah, I love. Oh, that's the preview for it. Yeah,
Beyblade video, bro. Anyway.
Yeah. Vap Games retweeted it. He even DM'd me, and he was like, "Hey, I saw in the video that you wanted to do an interview with me. Let's do it." And then I did it, and that's like a secret video that's like in the pinned comment. That you can go watch. So, yeah. I mean, dude, it's awesome. It's such a good feeling. Yeah, I'm so happy you saw it. It's probably my best video according to all my friends. I think Intrusion 2 is slightly better, like comedy-wise. I think it's a funnier video, but I think like pure editing, you could say the iTalk video is better. But it was awesome.
For me, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last, because it was a month. It was almost 2 months ago. I've been working at my new job for 2.5 months, so I'm assuming I mentioned it. But
I think you did.
Yeah, I got a new job. Like at the very like I had just gotten a new job at the last episode. I love this. There's like a little time capsule. I could probably go watch that video, and I want to see like what I said about it. Anyway. I've got this new job as an editor or an assistant editor for a company in LA, and it's been going really well. The last 2 months I've learned so much. The experience has been invaluable. For those of you who don't know, as an assistant editor, I work for a company that does like social ads and like advertising for other movie companies and TV shows, and it's literally what I want to do one day. And I mean, I'm doing it, but I mean, I'm doing the grunt work because I'm an assistant, but, this is where you have to start. Everyone has to start here. But yeah, I mean, for what I do, I work on ads. I get them ready for clients, and it gets out to the world. If you guys follow the Shrek account for TikTok, if you go on TikTok and like, that's like my favorite example. Like, if you go on the Shrek account on TikTok, you will find content I've worked on the Shrek account, which is just mind-blowing to me. So that's been a really great. It's been really great the last 2 months. I feel comfortable now. In the beginning, I wonder in the last video, I was learning so much, and it's like a lot to digest. I even had like coworkers that were like, "Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna do well, man. You didn't know anything coming in." I'm like, "Oh."
It's like. That's crazy. They said that to you. You're like, this small fry doesn't know anything, and then you walk in.
Well,
you just kind of like do it.
I didn't know the software. I know After Effects, and so that was the scariest part, is not knowing the software.
You're using Premiere Pro now, right?
Yes. Premiere. I feel so comfortable. Like, dude, when you do something for 8 hours a day for a couple months, you suddenly become like, literally, if you ever want to become good at something, pretend like it's your job. And just do it for 8 hours a day without stopping. And like, if you have the time, obviously, don't do that if you're, don't go broke and go homeless. But that's how you learn. So anyway, the job's been great. I've been really enjoying it. And then on the side, I've been watching a lot of anime and playing games with the guys. But yeah. Oh, and also big other thing. This will either age horribly or it's gonna be what we think it is. I've been talking to Robo and the guys about this, but there's a friend of ours named Ezra who we're really good friends with, and I might be moving out soon. And that's become a very real thing because we're looking at apartments now. He just has to he wants to go to college down here in California, and in the scary Los Angeles, which is it's scary down there. There's a lot of crime. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I might be moving soon. That's a big thing. I wonder, in a couple months, I might literally be in a different apartment. I might be living somewhere else, which is really cool. It'd be my first time out on my own. So that's what's been going on for me. And I wanna get into content creation more. It's gonna come. There's gonna be Snazzy Blocks YouTube arc coming. I guarantee, Robo, it's coming. I promise.
I hope so. I hope me and Ryan aren't the only people in this friend group that make videos anymore. Jesus, dude. I mean, no, for a while it was literally just me, and then Ryan came back. Like for a good year, it was just me, dude.
Our buddy Ramen King, if you guys have seen previous episodes, he's Ryan. He's been making videos lately more, and they're really good.
They're good.
I've been liking him a lot. His last video was it was about that SpongeBob game that he
Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Battle for Bikini Bottom. But anyway, moving on from what we've been doing, there's a game that both of us play, and I think we still cover for news. Chapter 6 Season 1 has been around for a couple months, or almost 2 months now. Robo, what do you think about it so far?
This was a good season of Fortnite. It was a good start to the chapter. The map is good.
It's
the
solid.
updates have been good.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I've enjoyed it. I've played a lot of Fortnite this season, so yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I'm close to like level 200. Yeah.
It's funny, guys. The reason I said that is because I don't play nearly as much as I used to, so I don't even know like what they like, because I work. So when I'm done with, I work from home. So when I'm done working, the last thing I want to do is play video games at my computer that I've been sitting at for 8 hours. So I wasn't aware that Robo's been playing Fortnite a good chunk. Yeah, I've been liking this season too. It's been really solid. I think that like honestly, I think all the chapters except for like chapter 3. I like chapter 3's launch. I don't know about you, but chapter 6's launch has been very solid. Like chapter 3's in my opinion. Did you like chapter 3's launch? Was that like a season?
It was decent. It was a decent chapter.
With Spider-Man, the Daily Bugle, like I feel like every chapter 1 there's like not always a great movement item available, and that always feels like really yucky.
This season is full of movement items. Like you have the blade,
we have the
to
Minecraft
run faster.
eyeball.
Yeah,
or the Minecraft
Ender Pearl. The Ender Pearl. Yeah, dude, the Minecraft eyeball. Yeah.
That's what it's called,
man.
bro.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, season's been good. Godzilla.
You know what else released with this chapter?
What?
Fortnite OG.
Oh yeah. Wait, you're so right. Hold on.
We gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
Renegade Raider.
Aerial
Assault Trooper came back.
Remember the whole I think we actually talked about it probably on one of the episodes.
Yeah, no, we totally
are they gonna come back? Are the skins gonna come back? I was like, nah, there's no way. And then they came back. I was like,
yep.
That was I have a video on my Twitter of me reacting to it. I can't believe I literally like sat there and I was like, what? I have been I've dreamt of having Renegade Raider in my locker since I was 14, basically, which is crazy to me. But yeah, but did you ever think it was gonna happen at all?
Maybe at one point. I probably said in one of the videos where we've talked about it, I probably mentioned like how they would bring it back if they got desperate enough for money. That turned out to not really be the case. They just brought it back because they felt like it. I don't think Epic Games was like struggling at the time or anything.
Remember they had to give everyone a bunch of money because of that lawsuit, and then suddenly these came back. What kind of...
did those happen like really close to each other? I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, so the FDA, that whole like crazy lawsuit where they owed like $280 million to Fortnite players, that happened, and then I think 1 to 2 weeks after that, Renegade Raider dropped in the shop.
Wow. I didn't even notice. Yeah, I mean, I bought Raider's Revenge because I think that pickaxe is super clean.
It's
I didn't buy Renegade
good.
Raider.
You didn't?
No, I didn't buy Renegade Raider Aerial Assault or the Glider. I didn't really care that much. I like the pickaxe a lot, so
I wonder if they're ever gonna like. I'm curious if they'll. I mean, not ever, because you can. Like, who knows? If the game goes for 20 more years, I'm sure there'll be another opportunity.
They'll probably bring them back. Yeah.
But
I wouldn't. This might be a stretch. I wouldn't even be surprised. Maybe these come back like once every 5 years or something. Like that.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah,
I seriously didn't think that they were gonna bring them back, and everyone's kind of like, one of the big questions is, are other battle passes gonna return? I still don't think they will. A lot of people are coping and saying that on February 14th, the update that drops for Season 2 of Chapter 6, that they're going to drop the Battle Pass for Season 2. And That's the theory, and I don't think all the leakers don't believe that's gonna happen, but I don't believe it's gonna happen. And the reason I think that the seasonal stuff came back was like it was a season shot. It's so like
it's so disconnected from everything else in Fortnite. Like there's nothing like that in Fortnite anymore. It's like what's the harm, you know? And plus OG players got to keep their OG styles, right? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
OG, and that's the other thing. I think that there's like like as long as the OG styles are really cool. Of course, not everyone's gonna be happy with, like, you might like the original OG Renegade better than the gold and black version they gave.
I mean, I know I like. This is so funny. My favorite color is purple. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys can tell from the background. I hate purple skull. Purple skull looks it just looks gross. I'm sorry.
Why does it look gross?
I think it's. I don't know. I think it looks kind of bad.
Okay, that's a.
I don't know. Maybe. I also think that pink Gold Trooper looks bad.
No,
too.
I love pink, bro.
I think those two edit styles are kind of lame. I think the best styles in both of those skins are their original styles, but I don't know.
Okay, if I could have any skin, it would be pink ghoul. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Like that's like one of my favorite looking skins. Like ever since I saw the leaks of that picture, like of it in 2019 when it came back. I literally was like just so in love with this. Like I love pink and blue. I love that like style, and white. It's just such a clean color palette.
Yeah, I couldn't tell from your fucking main Fortnite skin, Snazzy. Crazy. Yeah, I mean you can like it all you want. I just kind of think it's a bit ugly. I don't know. Maybe
so if you had owned the skin and it came back, would you have not been happy with the edit style they gave you, or would you have preferred the original?
I probably just would have still used the OG version if I liked Gold Trooper enough. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's completely fair.
I mean, I don't know. It's just how it is, I guess. But
yeah,
I mean, this is like a weird thing, but out of every skin in the game that I could get that I can't get anymore, I'd probably get like Sparkle Specialist.
She's clean. It's just a clean outfit. I
don't know, like, because the only skins I like cannot get anymore because they were like timed exclusive, other than like crew pack skins I don't care about, are like the entire season 2 battle pass, and like that's it. So I'd probably get Sparkle Specialist. Yeah, that's
fair. But
because I like that set. I love Funk Ops, and I love his pickaxe, and the Sparkle Specialist glider's clean. Yeah, so I don't know.
So if you had to put money on it, would you bet that they're gonna bring? Not bet money. Do you think that the battle pass for season 2 will come back, or do you think that they'll keep that exclusive? Like,
no, I think they're keeping that exclusive. I don't think those are gonna come back. Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah. And then everyone's gonna be like, oh, and
it's okay. It's okay, Snazzy. You'll never get season 3 John Wick.
Shh, don't say that, bro. I wish I hate my friend Sergio. He was like, yeah, Snazzy, we should buy the battle pass from season 4 because if we buy the season battle pass for season 3, we won't be able to finish it in time. I'm like, and looking back, I'm like, bro, what if who cares if I didn't finish it? I would have had some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I hate Sergio.
It's such a shame because, dude, oh my god, I bought all the tiers in that battle pass because it came out around my birthday.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I feel like I don't talk about this enough. Yeah, I bought the entire season 3 battle pass with my birthday money.
How old would you have been?
I would have been 12.
That was 6 years ago. So yeah, you were like 12.
Yeah, I would have been like 12. Yeah. Yeah, no, I bought the entire battle pass with my birthday money because I didn't feel like grinding it, even though I played like a lot of Fortnite back then. Obviously, I just didn't feel like it. So yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of things that not speaking of things I won't have, but things that I didn't think I'd ever have that are now in Fortnite. Godzilla was a silly collab that you could literally be Godzilla on the map, which was pretty cool. I'm so
perfectly integrated collaboration.
Yeah,
into the main game. Happy it wasn't a game mode because it didn't need to be a game mode.
Did you ever get to play it once or twice or?
Yeah, no, yeah. I actually, it's funny enough. I never actually got a chance to play as Godzilla. I never actually got it.
No.
Yeah, no, I never got it. I did get his medallion though.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I usually didn't actually go to get Godzilla because he was kind of underpowered. I would just wait and then until he spawns, and then just kill the guy, take his medallion. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't underpowered. He was. I mean, you just blow people away until you just disintegrated because you know the entire map is shooting you. But
yeah,
it was.
Yeah,
fun.
that was cool though. Yeah.
Fortnite's been hit and miss with the collabs as of late. I think it's been
Hatsune Miku, really good
really,
collab.
really good.
Keep that shit.
And then we got I have the video of it here.
Where is it?
Then we got Kaiju No.8, which I watched the show and I like they could have maybe done it better. Unfortunately, the skins are kind of like they are boring even in the show.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, it was kind of whatevs. This collab, it makes sense for the theme of the season though. I will give them that. It's not like the worst you know, combo of things. I'm surprised we haven't had One Piece or Demon Slayer before this though. I mean, it is still Japanese like katana themed, so still like I'm shocked we haven't had Demon Slayer. I want One Piece would be really cool to have. But yeah, that, and then we had JJK Wave 2, which I know Robo has a lot to say about. Robo, what'd you think about JJK Wave 2?
It's bad, guys.
You don't like it?
It's bad.
It's so
no
good.
edit styles. No edit styles for any three of the skins.
For any of the skins.
Toji done super dirty. It's his worst outfit. It's not even the outfit we see him in the most out of that season. And on top of that, he doesn't even have a back bling, and he cost 1,500 when his back bling was so obvious. They should have made it his purple snake thing that he carried around, or like anything. Didn't give him a back bling. He doesn't even come with a pickaxe. You like, even though it would make sense for his pickaxe, that's not his back bling, by the way. That's like separate. You have to buy.
Yeah.
His pickaxe would have been like that blade that he has when he fights Gojo.
Yeah,
didn't have that.
Stabs him in the throat, like.
Yeah. Sukuna is fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Sukuna, I kind of wish we had gotten this. I know there's only an outfit he wears in season 3 that like will look awesome, and I wish we had gotten that one. So that's kind of whatever, but I don't mind him.
Mahito looks good though. He was actually done the best of the 3, which is pretty cool since I like Mahito. It's probably my second favorite character from the show. So yeah, the biggest blunder here is that we got Toji instead of Gato when it would make a lot more sense to get Gato. What the fuck? Gato and Gato. It would make a lot more sense to get Gato and Kenjaku.
We're gonna get Gato in Wave 3. I guarantee you.
Probably.
Guarantee it.
I don't know. Just like, okay, when I think of like villains from JJK, because it's like the villain wave, I don't think of Toji. I think of fucking Gato.
Yeah.
Or Kenjaku. You know, like.
They also did Toji, like you said, dirty. Like they didn't give him his like sick edit style with his black shirt and
outfit. Yes.
They didn't give him the fit from Gojo wears it. Yeah, the flashback arc. I'm shocked.
I just don't know what they were doing. Maybe it was rushed. Like I don't know. I don't think it was. I don't think it was rushed because they've been talking.
We've been talking about this forever.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is that like. When the JJK Wave 2 got leaked, they were talking about like Panda, but Panda
that was
came out
months ago. Too.
So like I'm starting to think that Wave 3 is probably going to come out sooner than we think, and that will probably give us Panda and Gato and Yuta and Maki or whatever. That's honestly my lineup. It's probably Panda, Maki, Gato, Yuta.
Yeah,
because those are the characters from the JJK.
That would put us at 12 characters as well.
And I think that's probably the only characters they need to add.
Yeah. No, I'm like trying to think about it. I think the only thing I could maybe like say they could add is like
Nanami?
Yeah, but he's spoiler alert, guys. Turn off
2-year-old
screen if
2-year-old anime.
Nanami died. So I don't know if he's coming back as a character in Fortnite.
I mean,
who else could they add?
Died, but...
Who else could they? Yeah, but he is dead.
I don't know. I feel like that's it. Like Nanami and like.
Oh, there's one. Okay, you know how like there's Yuta and Itadori as like two of like the big up and coming sorcerers that they're supposed to be like there's a third one. I can't remember his name, but he's not in the show yet. There's a third dude, and he's supposed to be and the girl, she's gotta be tall and have a fat ass. That girl, they could add her too. There is two other characters. The blonde.
Toto.
Oh, they could add Toto.
Yeah.
Toto's pretty important, apparently.
Okay, so here. It's really Nanami and Toto. Is who else they would add, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey man, shitty collab mid-anime, don't care. El Bozo.
Take it back.
Give me JoJo.
Now.
Where is it at? Give me JoJo. Give me One Piece.
Dude.
All right.
Dude, JoJo characters would look so cool in Fortnite. Like the amount of detail in those outfits like would be so cool in a
Dude, imagine the physics on Jotaro's outfit with like the chain when it moves and like his coat and shit. Like, bro.
The hat hair would be really funny.
Yes.
Yeah. I could see that.
Same thing with One Piece. All the One Piece characters have really good outfits too. Honestly, JoJo and One Piece would be the best anime collabs in my opinion because the character designs are really good. Like every character looks great. You're not really gonna find a character that looks like shit unless they're like, it's just a random. And why would they do a random character? I
think One Piece will happen. Cause like I don't see why it wouldn't. Like it has to be in the making or somewhere down the road.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on one of the surveys, and so was JoJo, and so was Demon Slayer. So it's a matter of time.
I might be crashing out over how bad these collabs have been the last, 2 we've got. But you know who's been crashing out harder, Robo? Our boy Ye. Or just
That's
not our boy. He's not our boy. If you guys aren't on Twitter, actually don't go to Twitter. It's a bad place. Don't put that in your brain. You're better off not being on Twitter. But if you are, unfortunately, on Twitter, you probably have seen at least one tweet pop up in your feed of Kanye just literally, like, having a mental breakdown for the internet to see. And I think, I don't know if about you, Robo, but I think it probably had to do with the fact that he was being bullied for his wife being basically naked at the Grammys. What do you think about this live crash out?
I was never really a huge Kanye fan. I barely ever listened to his music. I only ever really listen to it when it's on.
And then he went insane.
Yeah. He made Graduation though, so like I don't know.
He made Graduation.
It's just Kanye crashing out again. I mean, he does this like once every couple of years. He just says a bunch of like delirious, fucking delusional, racist shit, and then just like stops tweeting for 2 years and then comes back.
If you guys aren't aware, on Twitter, one of his posts was like, I can't say the word because I think YouTube is mad at us when we do. He was saying that he likes the people that were mean to the Jews.
Let's just say
Kanye
might be a Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
He might be a Yahtzee. Just spoiler alert, guys! If you haven't read on the World War II news,
he's just trolling, Robo. Just trolling.
Yahtzees are bad.
Yahtzees are bad.
Yahtzees are bad. Yeah, no, I mean it's fucked up, man. Like it's I don't know. It's just like
this was not on my 2025 bingo card.
Yeah, it's just gross behavior. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah. Can I think of any other crash outs that have happened like this?
Well, like public celebrity crash outs?
Yeah, but like I mean it doesn't have to be a giant celebrity. Fortnite wise, I think you know Cyan, right? You heard of him? He's like the Fortnite lore guy.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Bro's been crashing out.
He stalks Hypex and Sheena.
Yeah, he gets bullied by them too. It's really funny. It's really entertaining to watch it happen. Apparently he was. Go ahead.
As much as I love the Fortnite lore, he's dragging it.
A blade of grass moving is
It's actually over, guys.
You know, Jonesy farts, and then that's like so much lore, you know.
Something like that.
It's
Yeah.
so over. Yeah. That's a funny crash out that I think happened. Can I think of any others? Can you? Yeah. Wait, Robo. Can you think of any others besides? Yay. Really?
Not in recent times. No.
Not this bad, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Disrespect kind of crashed out a little bit.
Over what?
Over the whole cancellation thing. He was just kind of. He posted some silly things after that whole situation happened. Oh, and Hassan like crashes out every time he's called out. I don't know, but anyway.
I mean, he was called out by H3H3, who is just like kind of a gross individual. I'm not gonna lie, that guy's a bit
Dude, Hassan
weird.
gets called out by like every freaking person on. If you're even remotely in the middle / right, he gets criticized.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the H3H3 video. H3H3 uploaded a video as like content nuke Kazan Piker.
I actually don't know a lot about H3H3. I just know he's like...
He just does very weird things. He says a lot of weird things. He just kind of runs a really shitty podcast.
Nice.
Not that great of a person. That's what I'll say about him. I don't really like him at all. I used to like him a decent amount back in the day when he did like Filthy Frank stuff and like iDubbbz videos. Yeah, no, a bit interesting, but yeah.
I have a funny, silly question for you, Robo.
Yeah.
So this is not to be elaborated upon. But I do want to ask, after what? 2.5 weeks, how are we feeling about who's in power right now? how do you feel?
Not good.
Are you not good? Is there
Not
anything?
good.
Is there any like from 1 to 100? If there was like if 10 is like he's done one thing that you're like good with, but like everything else is kind of crappy, but like 0 is everything I hate. I hate everything. But where would you be in the 0 to 100 range? Probably.
So wait, like 0 being I hate him, 100 being like he's okay?
No.
You're asking?
0, 100's like I love the guy, everything's great. 0 is I hate everything he's done. There's nothing good. 10 is like there's one or two things that I'm like slightly positive about, but everything else is horrible. And then
probably
whatever.
like a 0, yeah.
You don't like a single thing.
I don't think so. At least from what I know, no, he hasn't done anything that really speaks to me on a personal level. Like, yeah, this was a good thing. Okay. I will say one of the bad things that he did recently was he signed some like bill into office banning like transgender women from playing in women's sports or something like that. Whoa. And when he signed it. Yeah, when he signed it, he had like a bunch of children around him, which was like kind of weird. Like they were all like huddling around him. It was super odd. I don't know why they were there. It wasn't like a very like. Wait. I don't know. Kind of just a
so wait. Is that the thing that you're upset about, or the fact that trans women can't play in men's?
No.
Women's sports?
I'm gonna get to that. I was just mentioning it was weird how there were a bunch of kids surrounding him. Like it was so silly.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. I just want you to know that him putting that bill into place, Snazzy, I want you to guess how many people that has affected. By the way, this is only in like this is only in professional sports, not in like schools or anything. This is like professional. Like just guess how many people.
I would bet it's probably under 200 individuals. That's
40.
Okay.
40. He banned 40 people. Maybe this is just me.
Does it matter?
That's kind of fucking petty.
Well,
kind of fucking petty, man.
Okay. My thought though is, I mean, if 40 sucks, right? Or 40's like whatever, but like, it only takes one person. Like, I can't remember his name or her name. The guy / girl who played in the women's swimming sports and won every single competition he played in, and there's videos of all the female athletes playing in that were just like devastated, like actually, because they were destroyed by someone who had different physiology from them, and it's just I know it's only a few people, but like it only takes one only one person can win, you know. So I mean, dude, can you make an argument as to why for example a man who has now decided that they're a female should be allowed to play in women's wrestling, for example, which is, by the way, happened, professional wrestling, and then they get destroyed and get the shit beat out of them.
I just
like,
don't...
is that not fair or unfair?
No, I think that's completely fair. I think that, you
think it's fair that someone with male physiology beat the shit out of someone who actually has women physiology.
Well, Snazzy, I think calling attention to gender roles ultimately, I would say it undermines the concept of gender equality in the first place.
Well, that's not the point. When someone's born with, for example, this is not a debate. Men are naturally stronger than women if given the same circumstances to train and such. There's a reason why the average women's basketball professional is not as capable as, say, men's basketball players, and it's just it's been that way since the big, it's not like a question, because it is a physiology related thing.
The question here is, like, do you think that, if a trans woman who is transitioning from a man to a woman goes through enough HRT, hormonal therapy, to where they are,
it depends on when you do it
at a hormonal genetic level, female.
Yeah.
Do you think that is far enough to where you could be like, okay, this person?
So Robo, like I said, it depends on when they do that. By the way, if they do it later on in their lives, it takes a lot longer. So say you're like 30, you're in your 30s, and then you decide to go on hormone therapy. The effects of the hormones don't just reverse the fact that you might be more muscular naturally, and it's also not like the only factor that makes you that way. Your hormones aren't the only thing that make you stronger. There's other differences in your body that make you that way, beyond just your hormones. So it's not just a hormone thing. But anyway, I know this is not a debate we're gonna be able to solve. In my opinion, I'm fine with 40 people being banned from professional sports, so that women who... I've seen videos of women crying in professional sports because they worked their whole lives to win that sport, and then some person came in and just destroyed them because their physiology was different. And there's just no way to get around that. It's just, I think it's unfortunate. I don't know why it's a battle that the Democrats have decided that they want to fight, because it's not it's more... I can't remember the poll, but it's pretty much like an 80-20 issue, in terms of like who supports and who doesn't support. If I was the Democrats, I wouldn't be battling that, just because it seems like a losing fight. I'd be focusing on other things to win the next, say, elections and stuff, right?
Did you hear about Stephen A. Smith running for Democratic candidate in 2028?
Stephen A. Smith, and who is that? I actually don't know who that is.
He's a NBA like caster for like the NBA, where like he talks about basketball and shit. Yeah.
He's running 2028, you said?
Yeah, he's running for the Democratic candidate in 2028.
Oh.
I think he actually has a great chance of winning, because one, he's funny, he is a good talker, and
Charisma.
he kind of has like Yeah, and he has like the edge that not a lot of Democrats have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he has like that Obama edge where like he can say something and I'll be like, that guy sounded pretty fucking cool, you know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see how the 2028 elections go, because I don't know who in the Democratic bench at the moment I feel like has a chance at winning, because everyone hates California. I don't think that Newsom has a shot at convincing the rest of America that he's a good candidate. So I don't think Newsom is, like, people point to Newsom like he's like the next, Jesus Christ for the Democrats. I don't think that's true.
Kamala said she's gonna run again, which I mean she could. I don't know like if she would win, but she might run.
It would be interesting to see if that would go anywhere.
I mean, her with more prep time could be.
Maybe.
Yeah, I will say, dude, I want Stephen A. Smith to actually maybe get there. There's like a Twitter account that like posts like all his like political takes, and
yeah,
he said something I really like. He said something that like even like our like Biden or like Kamala wouldn't say. If I could find it real quick.
What did he say?
He just talked very openly and casually about LGBTQ people, and I just really liked it because he was just like very honest. Like it was just like good. Like it didn't feel like he was like censoring himself or like not saying something because he didn't want to like hurt somebody's feelings. Like he was just where it is. Oh wait, I almost got it. Hold up, I'm about to find it. Give me one sec. Almost there. We're almost there. All right, Snazzy, we're almost there. We're about to get to it. All right, one more.
Just remember, Robo, like, as much as we can agree with any candidate, they have to appeal to the middle. No one has ever won an election without the middle of the country.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead. What did he say?
I can't find it. He basically just said, and I'm gonna paraphrase. He said,
"Yeah,
I don't care if you're gay, if you're lesbian, if you're straight, if you're bi, if you're transgender. You all should have rights and civil liberties to do whatever you want with yourself." And I agree with that. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all he said. I mean, there was more. It was like a 30-second clip. That was like half of it. But
it's interesting how like for me, I'm like sitting here like, I don't believe certain people groups. Like I don't believe there's a single people group in America that currently has different rights than I do. I just like, and then people say, well, they don't have this or that, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a right.
Well, the difference is that they've been oppressed for years. I mean, they may not be oppressed now, but I mean, obviously, like
oppression's different than not having rights.
There's still gonna be people who are going to be homophobic. There are still people who are going to be racist. Still people who are going to be transphobic. You know,
that will never change. It's the same across every country has racists.
It's pretty fucking hard to be like oppressive to me because I'm a middle class white guy who is straight. Well, you know, I mean, let me just be clear, Snazzy.
A lot of people say white men suck. Like that I think that's pretty racist. Like that happens. I hear that constantly.
I haven't heard that before. Do you get that a lot? Really?
Dude, there was an ad from the Kamala Harris, like multiple ads from the white men for Kamala Harris campaign that said, "Listen, we might suck as white men, but at least we can vote for Kamala." And then, like, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but, like, they basically said, like, admit that you suck, and then here's all these things that you can do to not suck. That's basically what they said in the Kamala Harris ads. I mean, from her campaign.
I mean, when the status quo of America is straight white guy, a lot of straight white guys happen to be, like, kind of shitty people. You know, like if you look at like any hate group, you know, let's just say, you know, the Nazi group that was in Ohio a couple days ago, walking around and just fucking like threatening to kill people, screaming the N-word. Snazzy, I wonder what all those guys have in common. They all happen to be straight white men.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming that that's true, and then I'm assuming that all of the, you know, the Tutsis and the what are they? I can't remember the other group. You know, they murdered each other in that one. I think it's Rwanda. I might be remembering wrong. I don't really like the thing is when you say this. There's this group and they're all white. Like, of course they're all white. In the other examples, they might all be Mexican. They might all be black. Everyone in LA right now that is blocking highway. I don't know if you know this, but in LA right now, there's a bunch of huge protests that are blocking highways.
Yeah, it's
and they're all a bunch of Mexican
protest,
people.
Right? Yeah, it's the ICE protest. Yeah.
And of course they're all Mexicans, like because it's against.
I mean, it's affecting them. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course they're going to protest for that. I mean, you know, of course there's going to be some white people that are going to help protest for that issue because, you know, they might have friends, they might have family even that happen to be Mexican, you know, they want to support them, which is totally understandable, you know. You know, I mean, there are a lot of white people back in the 60s that helped in the civil rights movement, you know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, I mean.
There's a bunch of white people that fought the Civil War so that they could, you know, protect, you know, black people and free them from slavery.
W white people. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's fair to say that any ethnicity or race sucks, you know? I don't think it's gonna say white people suck. I don't think it's gonna say black people suck.
I hope
right?
you don't believe.
You know? Like I think that's like very like backwards thinking, you know? It's very like hateful.
Well, there's a reason why you can't criticize something you can't control. Like, duh. You know,
I just think that there are a lot more people who then are transphobic or homophobic, you know, than people who are like, you know, because
you can blame, I think, religion for that. By the way, specifically Christianity and Islam, who are both the two biggest religions in the world.
And are, you know, some
billions of people are belong to those religions. So.
And I mean, I'm just saying that the status quo is being straight and white male, so therefore we don't get as much of you know, hate, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying. That's my takeaway. Please vote for me in like 40 years.
Just to wrap up, I think that the only people or the two biggest like possibilities in terms of who would be running for the Republican ticket are probably J.D. Vance and Ron DeSantis. I think they have the two best chances of winning.
Ron DeSantis.
You don't like Ron DeSantis?
Florida. Sorry, guys. There's something in my mouth there. Anyway.
Here, let's move on to something that's probably not political.
Crazy rant, guys. New Spider-Man show. What's going on with that, guys?
Yeah, you need to talk about this because I don't have
Azzy, you gotta watch this show at some point. It's good. So there's mainly three things I wanted to talk about with this show. When the show first got revealed, back like 3 years ago, it was talked about basically being a prequel to the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. And then about a year into it being made, they were like, actually, this has nothing to do with the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. This is a completely different Spider-Man from a completely different timeline who has nothing to do with Tom Holland Spider-Man. And that was the best thing they could have ever done because I'm really tired of Marvel being tied down to things because of, you know, the MCU. It's great. It's, you know, one of my favorite cartoons is Spectacular Spider-Man, a Spider-Man TV show from 2008, I think is when it came out. And this is very akin to that. It's just a fun show about classic Spider-Man doing classic Spider-Man stuff. I
saw a lot of people complaining about how the animation looks.
Yeah, I was about to get to that. The animation, at least in the first 5 episodes that are out, has only looked bad in like 1 or 2 shots. So yeah, I mean, I'm about to burp. Hold up. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think the animation doesn't look that bad. There's actually a lot of scenes where the animation looks really good. There's a fight between Spider-Man and this like flamethrower guy, and that guy right there who just went through that window. It looks awesome. Like this looks great in my opinion. Yeah, I think the lighting's good. I think the character designs are good. The voice actors do a great job. I think it's crazy how the least interesting character in the show is Peter. There's a side character named Lonnie and he's really fun to watch on screen. He has a really interesting backstory, and like, because if you know Spider-Man lore, you know who Lonnie Lincoln is and who he's building up to be. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, Snazzy, and I hope you don't look it up. But knowing what he will become makes him so interesting, because he starts out as like a really good friend to Peter, and knowing who he will become makes him terrifying on screen.
Is it like Green Goblin or something? I don't know.
No. Is a lesser known villain. Norman Osborn is in this show, by the way. He is in this show. So is Harry. So yeah, I mean, overall great show. I will say there is one thing about the show I didn't want to mention. The voice actor for Peter Parker like came out in like an interview, and he was like, when I was voicing this show, I was really scared the show was going to be annoying and woke. This show is not annoying, but it is woke, if you want to use that word. Like,
why is there like, what's wrong with it? What's woke about it?
There's some racial commentary.
Gay people. Oh, great.
There's some good racial commentary, by the way. It's not. I don't think it's bad or like forced. It actually makes a lot of sense for the character. Where, you know, it just talks about the struggles of like low income African American families. You know, it's just like, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sure. Whenever it gets whenever that comes up in movies and shows, the way I always like rationalize whether or not it should be in a scene or in a movie is depending on the relationship of the characters. Like for example, when I'm with my friend Marcelo, he's never telling me about his racial inequity unless he's joking about it and he's making like, because like he's just a silly guy. Like it has to feel like something naturally that would come out of the mouth of the character without it being in a TV show. And that's like my way of like my feelings about it. Like for example, there was a lesbian sex scene. I think it was a sex scene, because I haven't actually seen it, in what's it called, Arcane season 2, and I've been told that it like my friend told me he didn't like it a lot because he felt like it didn't make any sense in the story. And then I was like, well, are the character like, does it come up naturally? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so it's like, I mean personally I don't think that's like, if it came up naturally I don't think it's a problem. That's kind of how it's
really this is really what I'm gonna say. I hate when people say shows are woke, or I'm not gonna watch a show because it's woke. Dude, gay people exist.
A gay person, no, okay, listen, a gay person in a show doesn't make a show woke. I think I hate when a show preaches. When a show preaches at you. That's what bothers me. Because like I watched a movie called Picture This for my job. And it has like a gay best friend in it. Best character of the entire movie. He's hilarious. I love that guy. And I have like, I don't think the movie was gay at all, or not gay, woke at all. Like it was just a silly guy in the movie. You know. So like you said, just because a gay person's in a movie or a show doesn't make it woke. I think woke, in my opinion, for me, something that's woke is something that preaches at you, rather than it just being a character in a show. You know. So. But anyway.
I mean.
I need to watch this show probably.
Yeah, to really like give it your like for example, Norman Osborn right there, the guy in the green suit, he's black in this. Yeah, he's black in this show, and he's not, you know, typically black. He's usually white.
Who cares?
Like no, like literally, like that's what I'm saying. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? You know, like I just.
It's an alternate timeline. I think that kind of like saves it in terms of like.
Even if Norman Osborn was black in the MCU, who the fuck cares? If the actor is qualified to play a character like Norman Osborn, who should give a shit? I mean, like, if he does a good performance, who cares? You know, well, I remember like when I remember when the Batman came out. Great movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. Super fucking good movie. Commissioner Gordon is played by I forget his name, but a really good actor who fits Commissioner Gordon perfectly. And I hate him. What's his name? Ben Shapiro did a review of the Batman. He was like, this movie's woke. Why is Commissioner Gordon black? He should be what? And I'm like, what? Who cares? cares? Who cares? Literally, no one cares.
I will.
Boggles my mind.
Okay. In my opinion, I don't care when a character is race swapped. Usually, I think that the thing that does bother people is that I think most of the time when a race swap does occur in a show, it is for the brownie points of like of viewers being like, oh, they made him black. That's like, and then like some critic is like, this is so cool because they made this character black. Like that. I think that's the reason it happens. I don't think it's just because they wanted to make him black and some creative just thought it was a good idea. I usually think it's definitely for some political purpose, but I don't really care.
Do you think Miles Morales was made black because political reason, or do you think he was made black because...
Well, was Miles Morales black in the comics? I have no idea.
Yeah, he was. I mean, there was always a Miles Morales Spider-Man who...
Well, then he wasn't race swapped.
I mean, okay. Because he is a different character. He's not Peter Parker.
Yeah, it would bother the thing that the reason I think it bothers people, and like this is slightly in the back of my brain whenever a race swap happens, is because I know corporations are not your friend. They're not doing anything because they actually want to support you. I mean, honestly, most of the time when a race swap happens, I believe it's usually it wasn't just because they just wanted to. It's usually for some sort of gain, either, from the audience, say, like, of a certain political background. Who knows? I don't usually think it's just innocent when it happens. That's just my opinion. I don't like when companies do things and pretend like they're doing it innocently. Because we all know companies aren't there for you. They're not there to hold your hand. Companies have like laid off a bunch of people. Like, I am very curious what's gonna happen in June when Pride Month comes around. I wonder if a bunch of companies are not gonna do the whole rainbow flag thing on Twitter and their profiles, because I wonder genuinely if it will be profitable to them. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but I personally believe that companies do it not because they want to support the LGBTQ community, but because they want to, get money out of LGBTQ customers. That's my opinion. I might be cynical for that, but
I think you're cynical and not of the pyro variety. I think a lot of companies do that because a lot of people that work for the company are people of that minority, are LGBTQ plus people, and I think that they work with these companies.
Do you think companies care for you?
What?
Do you think companies care for you?
I think no. I'm saying I'm not saying that.
Would a company be willing to lose money over their political messaging?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of companies, I think, have a lot of LGBTQ plus people who work for them and who are in the inside, and those people simply want to be represented by that company. So therefore, the marketing team or whatever of that company decides to do that for that month.
Well, yeah, but if a corp, I mean, sure, the marketing team might be responsible for it, but I guarantee you that, like, for example, Target, who had transgender and trans-friendly bathrooms, they got rid of it because they lost a bunch of money all across the country. They literally they went from having trans bathrooms to not having trans bathrooms, and it's not because. And I feel like if they actually did care about it, they would have kept it.
I'm gonna be honest here. Company comes first before politics.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that most companies, I think, do what.
There's nothing to lose for making their logo rainbow colored for the month of July or whatever.
You don't think that,
or June?
You don't think that they'll lose conservatives consuming their content?
I think if conservatives leave Disney to go watch something else because a logo turned rainbow, then that is insane.
Well, that can be your opinion, but I mean we don't need to speculate on that. What happened to the Light? Did you see what happened to the Lightyear movie? That movie made $250 million instead of $1 billion, like it should have.
Well, I think the movie was just kind of shit. I still haven't seen it, but I heard that movie was just kind of bad. I didn't hear it was bad because there were gay people in it, Stasi. Did you hear that?
I heard a bunch of families, friends that people I'm friends with who have families because they're in their 30s or whatever. A lot of people in circles I know didn't go see that movie and purposely didn't support the film because of that lesbian kiss in it.
Brother.
That was like all. I mean, lots of YouTube. Like, dude, the how many people were like hating on that movie and the reason why they didn't want to go watch it was because of that.
They hated on the movie because 2 female characters kiss?
Dude,
are you fucking
oh,
kidding me?
I actually have an amazing example. Robo. The movie, when it showed in the Middle East, you want to know what Disney did because they care so much about the LGBTQ? They removed the kiss scene in that movie in the Middle Eastern version.
I think Disney's a bad example though.
Well, I know what? I'm using a company that's supposed to support the LGBTQ that does things like make a Finn from like Star Wars smaller in posters in China because the Chinese don't like black people.
To be fair, Snazzy, Walt Disney was a Nazi.
Yeah, but he's not running.
He's not running. Oh my god, a Yahtzee!
He's not running the company. That's not the point.
Oh my god.
My point.
Okay. This is super off topic. Have you ever heard about the theory that Walt Disney's head is like frozen?
Yes, I've heard.
Where? Dude, and they released the movie Frozen to block searches of it. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Anyway, I feel like there's a lot of that was just Disney. I feel like there's a bunch of examples of companies that pretend like they care about, and let's not even like use LGBTQ, that care about any sort of topic or care about any sort of like idealism, or ideal or political messaging, that go back on that all the time because it doesn't financially support them. And and they'll keep doing, they might support something until it's and then when it's not popular, guess what? They all drop it. I guarantee you, if it was popular to like Hitler, all of the companies that we love and support here, like Disney, would be, talking about how awesome Hitler is. Like, whatever's popular, companies will do. That's my opinion. I feel like there's a bunch of examples of that.
You ever heard of winner's morality?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, winner's morality is basically the idea of the winner of a conflict determines the morality. So if Germany won in World War II, then that would have been the outcome where everyone is okay with being a Yahtzee. Yeah. I mean, like,
do you not believe that's real, or do you?
What?
Winner's morality. Winner's morality. Do you think that's like not true, or do you believe that it is true?
No, I think that's totally true.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think it's 100% true. Yeah.
I didn't actually know there was a term for that. That's how I feel.
I actually love winner's morality as a concept because it's so interesting. Like let's say like in the Civil War, like the Confederates won, like brother, America would have been set back by like 100 years at least. Yeah. Like it would have been over.
I think at some point, like you're saying, at some point something would have snapped. Like slavery kind of ended all over the world. There's slavery that still exists, but like slavery would have been prolonged, right? I think at some point someone would have come out of the woodworks and made a movement and changed things, because that that happens for a bunch of things. Like stuff just ends up becoming unpopular because someone made a good point, and then it the world changes. So I'm sure it would have happened at some point, but like you're saying, winner's morality, right?
Yeah. Anyway, this was a crazy tangent. Let's wrap this episode up. Jesus, we went off the rails here.
Let's go to the next thing.
DC SuperMan.
DC SuperMan.
Superman is a symbol of hope. Let's all just get that out of the way. I love Superman. I love James Gunn, and I love DC. I hope this movie does well. The movie looks really good, and sadly, it's smashed in between a new Jurassic World movie and a fucking Fantastic Four movie. So, bro, what are we doing?
It looks like it could be good. I like that. I didn't know this. I didn't realize this trailer had 54 million views. That is ridiculous.
It's one of the most popular trailers for a movie coming out next. Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm excited. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is my last, like, I will give them a shot, and if it's not good, I'm kind of done with DC for, like, probably a decade. because I've been burned multiple times from DC, and I like, because they want to start something and then they don't like actually get it going, and it bothers me, because I'm like, I wanna get into like the fandom, I want to get into like the cult, like the excitement around movies that are coming out for these different franchises, but it's this movie better be amazing, and if it's not, DC's dead to me for at least a decade.
Oh yeah, and it's not gonna be dead to you. It's gonna be a dead.
DC's dead.
It's gonna be a dead
probably.
universe. Yeah. We won't see a new DC movie for a decade. I imagine.
Lex Luthor, I will say, like, I've always associated Lex Luthor with Superman, and it always shocked me that like we didn't get like a really like a decent Lex Luthor,
a comic accurate Lex Luthor. We got a little like Mark Zuckerberg like tech mogul Lex Luthor. And, like,
that guy. I like him. But
I like Jesse Eisenberg. He's a good actor.
Yeah, I just like.
That's Lex Luthor though. The Lex Luthor, that is Lex Luthor. That's what I think of when I think of Lex Luthor. I think of that guy.
I hope we get that, and I'm excited to see what we get out of this
movie. Just also looks great, by the way. I love how bright and like aesthetically pleasing it is to the eye. It just looks good.
James Gunn going off.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great director, man. Every Guardians movie I think every movie he's worked on in the last 10 years has slammed. So like, not a surprise. Super excited though. Really love Superman.
Yeah. So I'm hopeful. Guess he's a symbol of hope.
A symbol of peace.
Oops. Let's move on. Oh, we have one more thing that's worth talking about.
Two more things. Super Bowl predictions.
Oh wait, yeah, let's talk about that first.
Super Bowl predictions. The Eagles win. If they don't, I live really close to Philly. I live in Jersey. So
New Jersey burns down if
I'm gonna not just New Jersey burns down, but because of where Philly is located, Pennsylvania burns down, Maryland burns down, New York burns down, New Jersey burns down. It's all over.
Everyone that I talk to over here hates the Chiefs, so it sounds like everyone wants the Eagles to win.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I hope the Eagles win. I'm gonna get a free trial of YouTube TV and watch the Super Bowl for free, and then cancel it instantly. So that'll be fun.
Oh, how wholesome. Yeah.
Very wholesome. I think the Chiefs will win, but I want the Eagles to win.
I think the Eagles will win, but we'll see. It's like a 60-40.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good. I don't follow football too well, but I mean,
same. I don't ever follow football. I just know about this because everyone around me loves the Eagles because I live in Jersey, so I kind of have to know, I guess. Yeah. So.
Well,
that's the deal.
Finally, something we have been talking about for a little bit now. We have an announcement. It's a pretty big one for us. So obviously our channel has been around for over a year, and we're very happy with the videos we've made. It's very fun. Me and Robo really enjoy it. It's like, you know, we've never really expected it to go get somewhere huge, but it's just been fun making these videos. We enjoy it. If you guys really like us though, I think this announcement's pretty cool. So we have a friend group called the Council. Robo founded it after basically it started started off as the Fat Bitch Club. And basically it was my friend group with our buddies Ezra, Ryan, and Nick. And Robo's friend group kind of came together and made the Council. So
it's so funny how the Council was created just so we could avoid Spirit's laser.
that name is like Voldemort, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So anyway, the Council is a friend group we have, and we like talking about movies, TV shows. Reacting to things together, ranking things.
We like watching movies together. We do it every week.
Yeah. So, and React content's, popular, and we also like gaming together. There's a bunch of stuff we love to do together, and we all think we're pretty entertaining. So, anyway, the EgoSurf channel will, in the near future, be rebranding. Robo, you want to explain what we're gonna be doing?
We're gonna be rebranding it into the Council channel. Yeah, the Council channel will just be a channel hosted by me, Snazzy, Nick, Ryan, and Ezra. And we'll be uploading reaction content on there to like TV shows or movies. We'll be like
parody
doing, like,
content.
anime abridges, funny like TikTok reactions, maybe like some gaming videos and stuff like that.
Stuff.
Yeah, tier lists, all that stuff. Maybe even vlogs at some point if we all end up getting together at some point and like hanging out.
So you guys are gonna be getting a lot more content from us that way.
Yeah, guys, you won't be getting the one EgoSurf episode per every 2 months. I know, crazy.
Yay! Oh, also new channel art will be coming, and I think it's a great idea that could go somewhere really cool.
I'm so excited for new channel art. Oh my god.
I just
not saying our artist did a bad job, by the way. He
we
like
kind of
gamed on this. Yeah, he did a good job. So.
But we're just waiting. The thing that the reason why we're saying the near future, it's probably gonna happen around March to April, because we're just waiting on everyone financially to be capable of contributing to new channel art, new branding, and then we're gonna lock in. We're just gonna lock in.
We're gonna lock in.
Yeah. Not every video is gonna feature everyone. We're gonna have videos that feature maybe 2 to 3 of us, all of us, depending on just video to video.
Depends on who's available. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be a lot of
also, we will have some cameos of like other people. Like for example, we'll have like Evan. He was on the previous episode. My friend John might show up in a video. Cameron might even show up in a video or two if I can get him on. So yeah, no, should be fun. I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be really cool. I'm happy that we can take a funny little group chat that we made to something even bigger than that. So yeah, I'm super excited.
It could go somewhere, could become something big. Well,
so here,
Robo,
let me wrap up this video
wrap us up?
Because I have to take a really bad piss, and I've been holding it in since like 20 minutes into this video.
Say like a big dump.
No, that was an hour ago.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, this has been Robo Man, and that has been Snazzy Block. Snazzy, say hello.
Hello.
And we
beginning a video right now.
Yeah, and hopefully we can upload a EgoSurf podcast a bit more frequently. If me and Snazzy are just able to get together like once a month, maybe like once every 2 weeks, and just push out a video.
Yeah, so the podcast in some form will continue.
Yeah, probably under EgoSurf, maybe not. We'll see. This has been Robo Man, and that has been Snazzy Blocks, and we are signing out. Talk to you guys in the next video.
Bye. Bye.